everybody. So my name is Georgia Adams, and I am an associate market mentor with Monate. And a couple of years ago, I did a product recommendation, just kind of the way that my brain works whenever I recommend products. And it seemed to be that a lot of other people's brain worked that way. And so it was a very well-received video. So thank you everybody for your feedback. And that really encouraged me to go ahead and make a new product recommendation video for hair care. This one's just for hair care. I'll have another one for skincare to include all of our new products. So hopefully to give you a wider base of products to recommend and not just our initial ones that we started out with. So without further ado, I'm going to try and share my screen, you guys, and see if this will work. There we go. Okay, so this is the Monate hair care product recommendation. And the first thing that we do whenever we recommend products is we want to find out about their hair. Somebody doesn't just walk up to us. It might look like their hair is super smooth. It might look like their hair is straight. It might look like their hair is not oily, but it could be just because they just washed it 10 minutes before they met you. So always make sure that you find out about their hair. This is a hair quiz that I use. It's my own that was passed down to me. I've passed it down to my team. It's just kind of some questions that really help us determine which products are right for which hair type, and you'll see that as we go. So the questions are, is your hair thick or thin? Is it oily or dry? Is it frizzy? Is your scalp itchy, or do you have dandruff? Do you use heat on your hair? Is it curly, straight, or wavy? Do you bleach it? Do you have breakage or thinning anywhere? If so, where? What else should I know about your hair? Now, this is not a concise list of questions. This is what I start with. And then if I need to ask more questions, like how often do you wash your hair or stuff like that to kind of pinpoint with products, then I always say, like, you can never ask too many questions unless it, gets into the like 100 range and they're like, okay, can you just tell me what I need already? But this gives you a really basic. Our first ones, our first two are really the key ones. Is your hair thick or thin, or is it oily or dry? And I will show you why. And then we go down through all of the other ones that kind of help us tweak it. So let's look at our product recommendations. We're going to go over shampoo and conditioners, the basics for shampoo and conditioners. Then we're going to talk a little bit about curly versus straight, some specialty cases. We're going to talk about our stylers that you can recommend, and then must-haves. So here we go for our basics. This is the way my brain thinks, you guys. We have oily hair, we have normal hair, and we have dry hair. Then we have thin or thick hair. So oily thin hair is going to need something different than oily thick hair. And dry thin hair will need something completely different than dry thick hair. So that's where it kind of goes. And then our normal range, we'll talk about that. So let's first look at thin and start with it. So if somebody has thin hair and their hair is oily, then the shampoos that are good for oily thin hair is our scalp purifying scrub. And I put this in here as a shampoo, you guys, but I almost always, not almost always, I always recommend it with a shampoo. So if somebody has like excessive dandruff and they have really crazy oily hair, or they're having scalp issues, then I will recommend the scalp purifying scrub. Otherwise, I just leave that off for like a product recommendation for in the future, and it won't be a part of my initial recommendation. But I wanted to put it on here because it is good for oily thin hair. It's also good for oily thick hair if they're having issues. I just didn't put it down in there because normally from the people that I've dealt with, if they have thin hair, then they're having like scalp issues and all, then that's something that I will throw in, but definitely with thick as well. Okay, so let's look at let's talk about the purifying vinegar shampoo, the volume shampoo, and the black shampoo. The purifying vinegar shampoo, I feel like it is really, really good for people who have excessively oily hair. So if somebody has really greasy hair, somebody has scalp issues, once again, then I will recommend the purifying vinegar shampoo. If someone has used a ton of like products, I feel like they have a lot of buildup on their hair, then the purifying vinegar shampoo is going to help cut through that buildup and those products faster than I feel like our other shampoos and conditioners do. It just kind of helps remove all of that. It helps break it down, and it still leaves their hair very soft. Now, if someone says to me specifically that they really want volume, their hair is thin, their hair is flat, their hair is oily, they would like to have volume, then I will recommend our volume shampoo. First off, it's an amazing shampoo. I love our volume shampoo. Second off, it just makes somebody feel really good when they're using volume shampoo and they want volume. The thing that's different about our volume shampoo compared to our purifying and our black shampoo is our volume shampoo actually has ingredients in it that takes their hair strand and actually helps puff up their hair strand. So it actually helps it appear like it has more volume. It gives it more volume. It doesn't fray it like other hair care lines, so it doesn't damage the hair. It just takes the hair kind of like you have a paper towel or whatever, and you get it wet and it just puffs it up. So that's what it does. It just puffs up their hair. So volume shampoo is really good for somebody who wants more volume. I always recommend the volume shampoo. Now that I might say, hey, further down the road, you might want to get this or that if they have other issues. The black shampoo, I recommend the black shampoo to somebody who is thin and oily if they need hair growth. Now, the black shampoo is a really good shampoo, and a lot of people like it because it has that minty kind of tingly feel, but I don't recommend the black shampoo unless somebody is needing additional growth. If they have been through COVID, if they have gone through stress, if their hair is thinning, if they've coming out of chemotherapy, stuff like that, then I will recommend the black shampoo for them if they're needing that additional hair growth. So shampoos, purifying vinegar shampoo, especially if they have scalp issues, volume shampoo if they're needing volume, black shampoo if they're needing growth. And then the conditioner would always be the volume conditioner. I feel like our volume conditioner is the least heavy and it is the lightest. So if they have really oily hair, I had super greasy, oily hair, you guys, and I hardly ever use conditioner because of how oily my hair is. And I loved our volume conditioner. Like, it is what helped balance my pH. It's what helped make my hair feel soft. So definitely, even if they use the black shampoo, which is a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, still recommend the volume conditioner. If somebody is thin and normal, let's move over to it really quick. Then I recommend the volume shampoo and the volume conditioner, or the advanced hydration shampoo and the advanced hydration conditioner. This is where I will ask them the question, how often do you wash? If someone says my hair is normal, but my hair is thin, okay, do you want more volume? Are you wanting your hair to be more hydrated and shiny and smooth? So what is it that they're wanting? And then that's how I recommend the products if their hair is more normal and thin. Once again, you can mix and match, okay? So if they're wanting more volume, but they're also wanting more shine, then do the advanced hydration shampoo and the volume conditioner, or vice versa, okay? Now let's move to thin and dry. So if somebody has thin hair, but it's really dry hair, my number one, like just my MO, it's the one that I go to, is the advanced hydration shampoo and conditioner. I love the advanced hydration shampoo and conditioner because the science behind it is really amazing. I could totally nerd out on you, but it's a hyaluronic acid, you guys, for your hair. So it's super hydrating to your hair. But because it has the Rejuvenique S in it, it's really lightweight. So it's not a heavy hydration at all. So they're still going to have volume. Excuse me. They're still going to have volume. They're still going to, it's not going to be heavy. They're still going to feel the growth. They're still going to feel how amazing it is, but it's going to give them that hydration that they need if their hair is thin and their hair is dry. Now, I put the black on there, but the only reason I put the black on there, guys, is if somebody says my hair's thin, my hair's dry, and I'm like losing hair. So I've, finished having a baby or whatever, then I would possibly recommend the black shampoo. and then the advanced hydration conditioner. But normally in that case, you guys, I try and address certain problems first. So if someone says I have, super dry hair and I'm losing it, then I might even say, and I don't really feel like you can go wrong here. You can say the black shampoo, the advanced hydration conditioner, or you can say you need the advanced hydration shampoo and conditioner, and you need to get that intense repair treatment spray because you can use it twice a day. It's going to help your hair grow back a lot faster. So you just kind of have to also kind of see where somebody's budget's at. If it's a sale where it's just you're buying your conditioner and getting your shampoo for $20, then you're going to want to recommend the black shampoo with the conditioner, and then say, your next order, you might want to order this spray. I hope this all makes sense. If you have any questions, then please message me, put them in the comments or however else, and I'll be glad to answer them. All right, so let's move on to thick and oily hair. If someone has thick hair, they say my hair is oily and my hair is thick, okay, then I will recommend the purifying vinegar shampoo. It's really good for thick hair. Once again, if there's scalp issues, you can also recommend the scalp purifying scrub. But if you just want to start them off with a shampoo, conditioner, and heat protectant like I normally do, then I would definitely, the purifying vinegar shampoo is good for thick hair. So purifying vinegar shampoo, smoothing shampoo, and then the conditioners are smoothing conditioner and volume conditioner. The reason why I say that smoothing shampoo and smoothing conditioner is good for oily hair, because I get this question a lot. Like I said, my hair tends to be more oily. About 2 months in to using Monate, they released their smoothing shampoo and conditioner for the first time, and I got it, and it was amazing, you guys. I loved it on my hair, and one of the reasons is because I have thick hair, I have oily hair, but I have finer strands, so my hair tends to be more frizzy, or it would tend to be more flyaway. And so people who have thicker hair tend to really like that smoothing shampoo because their hair is either thin and thick, and so it flies everywhere, or it's coarse and thick. So either way, the smoothing shampoo just kind of gives you this nice smooth feel. And if their hair's super oily, then I just tell them, make sure to put your smoothing conditioner just from about your ear down, like don't put it on your scalp. And it works really well. You can use the volume conditioner as well. Especially if there's like a sale or if there's a set or something, which is why I always put multiples in there. So the volume conditioner is good for somebody who has thick, oily hair. But I really like the smoothing conditioner, you guys. It is literally my favorite recommendation for somebody with thick, oily hair. Next would be normal thick hair. So, and this is where, once again, the advanced hydration shampoo, the smoothing shampoo, and then the advanced hydration conditioner and smoothing conditioner, both of these sets are very hydrating. But they're not, I feel like the smoothing conditioner might be a little bit heavier. So that's where you kind of have to play around with it. Is their hair wavy? Then they might want the smoothing. Do they have frizz? It's why we asked all of those questions a couple of slides back. It's because it lets us know more and more and more about their hair so we can fine tune exactly what we are recommending them. So if they don't have frizz, then they don't maybe necessarily need the smoothing shampoo and conditioner. Maybe their hair is dull, or they bleach their hair so that it needs more hydration. They color it. So kind of look for different keywords to help you recommend which one of these would be right. Then the last one is thick hair that is dry. Now this comes with a lot of different hair types, you guys. This can be somebody with super curly hair. This can be somebody with straight hair, but that's more coarse. A lot of people with white hair. So I have a lot of older clientele that have white hair or have let their hair go gray, and it's thick, but it's more dry because it's white, it's more coarse. And so then that's kind of where we go into this. So for thick, dry hair, we recommend Renew shampoo. Advanced hydration shampoo is there. Super Nourish shampoo if it's coarse, okay? So if they have really coarse hair, then I would recommend Super Nourish shampoo, and there's something else we'll go into with that in a minute. And then Advanced Hydration Conditioner and Super Nourish Conditioner. The Advanced Hydration shampoo is in there because sometimes people will say, I have really dry hair, and I know this doesn't make sense, but I have thick hair, like I have a lot of hair, but it's really thin strands, which we've talked about are really fine strands. Thick hair, lots of it, but finer strands. So then I might go with the advanced hydration shampoo, so it's not so weighing on it, and the advanced hydration conditioner, or the Renew shampoo and the advanced hydration conditioner. The Super Nourish conditioner, I only recommend if they have like thicker hair strands, more coarse hair strands, and if it's really dry. The Super Nourish shampoo is very heavy, so I don't recommend the Super Nourish shampoo unless it's somebody with ethnic type hair, and we'll talk about that in the next slide. So Renew shampoo, advanced hydration shampoo, Super Nourish shampoo, advanced hydration conditioner, and Super Nourish conditioner. I hope that helps. This is just in my brain, this is my go-to. So feel free to screenshot it, keep it on your phone. As I say at the bottom, always recommend for hair goals and find out any specific problems that need to be solved. Don't be afraid to ask more questions. If somebody has oily hair, you guys, and anyhow, but they have damage to their hair, we're going to talk about the damage repair line. I feel like we need to help their oily hair first, and then recommend the damage repair line. So let's start you off with something to help balance the pH level of your scalp. This is the shampoo and conditioner I'm going to recommend you. We'll talk about recommending the leave-in treatment for the damage repair. And then in the future, you might want to get the damage repair shampoo and conditioner because it's going to help. Okay, let's go to the next slide before I get ahead of myself. So let's talk about curly hair, you guys. So the last one was basic. Let's talk about curlies. I messaged like all of my curly VIPs and like all of the curly market partners that I knew that I could ask. So tell me, what do you think? And this is kind of what it comes down to. Curly hair is its own stinking beast, you guys. Curly hair is hard because everybody's hair is different, okay? I can have curly hair and my sister can have curly hair, and they can be two totally different types of hair. It can be two totally different types of things. Even the curl pattern can look the same, but our hair might respond different to different treatments. So this is what it came down to for curly hair recommendations, is really curly hair when it's thin and curly hair whenever it's thick. So if someone has thin curly hair, I would recommend the advanced hydration shampoo and the advanced hydration conditioner. Here's the thing that like everybody said though, after they use, because curly hair tends to be more dry. So after they've used the advanced hydration shampoo and conditioner for several months and their hair has balanced and it's become hydrated, they might find that their curls become a little more limp. Here's what you need to do, or they're not as bouncy as they were. They can swap over, use the volume set shampoo and conditioner for a couple of washes, and it resets those curls and makes them back bouncy again. So curly hair, you really have to play around with. I can use pretty much 2 different shampoos and conditioners. I use a shampoo and conditioner during the warmer months, and I use a shampoo and conditioner during the winter months. And so it's just simple for me, but for curly girls, you kind of have to play around with things. So make sure that once again, you're recommending for their hair goals and you're asking all the questions you need to ask, and then you're following up with them so that you can say, hey, you know, you've been using it for this long, you might want to grab a volume shampoo and conditioner with the sale so that you have it to help, you know, reset your curls every now and again if they're feeling like they're maybe too heavy. All right, so thick curly hair is basically the Renew shampoo. Like everybody has said they love the Renew shampoo. And then the conditioner kind of depends on their hair type. So if they have super frizzy hair and they need help with the frizz, then the smoothing conditioner works really well for them. The advanced hydration conditioner is one that I feel like almost every single curly girl loves. Okay, not everybody loves the smoothing, but everybody loves the advanced hydration conditioner. And then if they have really coarse, dry hair, the Super Nourish conditioner is phenomenal for people with curly hair. It just gives them so much of the nourishment that they need. So our specialty cases, which as you see at the very bottom, we were just talking about the curly hair, the Super Nourish shampoo and conditioner. If somebody has ethnic, dry, kinky, curly, that tight hair pattern, then the Super Nourish shampoo and conditioner is going to be great for them. Otherwise, you can kind of separate it and just use the conditioner if you need to. All right, so if somebody has hair loss, if they have extreme hair loss, then I will recommend the Intense Repair shampoo and conditioner. Now, usually for our Black Friday sales, we will have this set go on sale where they'll do the Intense Repair shampoo, Intense Repair conditioner, and the Intense Repair treatment spray. And I always tell people this is a treatment. So if you're going through stress, if you've suffered from some kind of hair loss and you find that you are shedding a ton, then you can grab this. You can use this set, but then you're going to want to swap over to something else whenever you're done using it. So I don't recommend using it long-term, not because it's going to damage your hair at all, or not because it's going to cause any issues. It's just because it's intended for hair growth. And sometimes the Intense Repair shampoo, not conditioner, the shampoo can be a little more drying. So if somebody has dry hair or dry scalp and they continue using it for a while, then they might find that they don't love it. So they might need to move to something more hydrating. If somebody just says that they have thinning, so maybe it's a new mom, she's gone through postpartum or whatever, I'll just recommend the Black 2-in-1 shampoo and a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, and then a rinse out conditioner that works for their hair type. So if it's extreme hair loss, the above, thinning, just the Black 2-in-1. I always recommend the IRT spray to anyone wanting growth, just because it's going to give them growth faster. It did for me, you guys. I started using the IRT spray as soon as I started washing with the shampoo and conditioner, and I had new growth within the first month. Like, it was kind of crazy how fast it happened. So I always tell everybody, if you want growth to happen faster, then grab our IRT spray. If it's a guy who is balding, we cannot make product claims that these products are going to help grow their hair back. I always tell everybody, Monate is not Jesus. It cannot raise the dead. So if those hair follicles are dead, they aren't coming back. But if they're like Lazarus and they're just resting there, then, well, I guess he was dead. If they're like, somebody who wasn't quite all the way dead yet, then they can be brought back with our IRT spray. And guys who have used our Black 2-in-1 and maybe haven't seen as much of the hair regrowth then have started using the IRT spray, sometimes we'll then see a lot of regrowth because it just kind of helps boost everything. So the next is damage. If somebody has extreme damage, if they bleach their hair, okay, you guys, if they strip their hair, lighten their hair, perm their hair anyway, then I will recommend the entire damage repair line. Now, when they were doing the training on the damage repair line, it can be used every single wash, but it's really only meant to be used like once a week. So I will tell somebody, if I recommend the entire damage repair line, which I have since it's come out, then I'll say you need the entire damage repair line and you need this conditioner, because I'm going to have you use they wash twice a week. I'm going to have you use the entire damage repair line once a week. And then on your next wash, you're just going to use the shampoo. You're going to use this rinse out conditioner, and you're going to use the leave-in treatment. And then I tell them this is a treatment plan. So we're going to run with this for 2 months, 3 months. Let's see where you are at the end of 2 months. Let's see where you are at the end of 3 months. And then we might swap it up and swap you over to something different, and then have you just use this sporadically a couple of times a month if they're still getting their hair bleached. If somebody just has some damage and breakage at ends, like, well, I just kind of have, from heat or whatever, I have some breakage up here, then I'll just recommend our Bond Support Leave-In Cream. This is my new favorite product. It's absolutely amazing. I'm growing my hair out, and I kind of felt like my ends were getting dry and kind of breaking, and I used heat on my hair, you guys. So it was just kind of one of those, like, maybe it's time for me to go get a haircut. I was trying to wait until Christmas to get it trimmed. And then they came out with the leave-in cream, and it's amazing. Every time I wash my hair, and I wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week, every time I wash my hair, when I'm done, I put the leave-in cream in, and I feel like it is our Rejuva beads, our leave-in conditioner, blowout cream, everything in one. It's just phenomenal. I love it. So the bond support leave-in cream is a game changer if anybody has any kind of damage or breakage at ends. If somebody's like, I just have, they have thin, fine hair that's super oily, but they have breakage at the end, then I might say, okay, we're going to need our volume shampoo, our volume conditioner. You're going to love our volume and lift spray to help give you more bounce. And then you're going to want to grab our Rejuva beads because it's going to help mend those split ends, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So if they just have split ends, then I'll recommend our Rejuva beads. I will recommend that they get the entire system in the future if they bleach their hair or have damage from heat. Okay. Our damage repair line, you guys, is so amazing. It is one that you need to be talking about with your customers over and over and over again. So at some point in the future, they should get it. All right, special mention, because they're not ones that we necessarily recommend a whole lot or talk about, but let's bring them in here. Our micellar soothing shampoo. It is our only fragrance-free shampoo. So if somebody has a massive issue with smell, even though we don't use artificial fragrances in our other products, and I'm allergic to like every smell, you guys, and these don't bother me. So I would say the shampoo and conditioner, I seriously doubt would mess with anybody's nose. But if there is somebody who does have extreme allergies or they're allergic to a certain fragrance, even natural fragrances, then you can recommend the micellar soothing shampoo. It's a fragrance-free shampoo that deeply and effectively cleans fine, delicate hair while soothing a sensitive scalp. So if that describes their hair, then the micellar soothing shampoo is probably going to be great for them. I know a lot of girls who have really fine, thin, delicate hair, and they will use the micellar soothing shampoo as their first wash and then the volume as their second. So don't hesitate to recommend this, especially if it comes up in a sale or whatever. You need to know what it is so that you can talk about it with customers if they need it. Clarifying shampoo. This one is currently out of stock, but I recommend the clarifying shampoo. I push for it during the spring and then into summer because I recommend it for anybody who's in the pool. If they have, because if they get, especially if they were in chlorine, it's going to help take that chlorine off of their hair. If they have blonde hair, the chlorine turns your hair green. It helps clean all of that away. Those who use a lot of product on their hair, I will recommend the clarifying shampoo to help clean all of that off. If somebody starts using Monate and their hair is kind of going through what might happen, this only happens with a few customers, but some people will get kind of like a gunky feeling. It's as Monate is cleaning all of the waxes and silicones and all of those old products off of their hair, and you can kind of feel it coming off. That happened to me in the beginning. The clarifying shampoo is great for just getting them through that. So even if as a market partner, you have a bottle of clarifying shampoo up in your pantry, or your linen closet, wherever you keep your hair stuff. So that way, whenever you have a customer who's like, oh, I'm kind of going through this, you can be like, hey, I'm going to drop this off at your house, wash with it twice. Next time you go get in the shower, wash with it twice, and let's see where you're at. And that will help clarify and clear a lot of that away. And it's also great for people with dandruff. We have a lot of different products that help with that. Next is our junior line. So I recommend this for baby and children up to 9 years. Now, my daughter, Madison, is 7, and I used a junior line on her now because her hair is shorter, but her hair was really long, like down to her waist. And when her hair was really long, I used our smoothing shampoo and conditioner on her because it just helped it stay sleek and shiny, and it was just better for how much hair she has. So if somebody has really thick, really long hair, I would not recommend the junior line to their kids. I would recommend that they use one of the regular shampoos and conditioners. But if they have a baby, or if they, especially for their boys or anybody else, then I would definitely recommend the junior line. All right, and then next is our Restore Leave-In Conditioner. So this is perfect for all hair types that need extra moisture. It's a must-have in the curly girl routine, you guys. So I use the leave-in conditioner before I go to bed at night. You can just put a little bit on your ends if somebody's having dry hair or whatever. Put a little bit of that leave-in conditioner on your hair. Sleep in it. You're going to wake up in the morning with moisturized ends, and it's not going to be product. It's going to be all soaked in overnight. if somebody wants to do a hydration cocktail, Mondate's hydration cocktail is the Restore Leave-In Conditioner, the Split End Mender, and the oil. You mix all three of them together, put them throughout your hair, go to sleep, wash your hair in the morning, and it is a hydration boost to your hair. If somebody has curly hair, then when they get out of the shower, they just need that extra bit of conditioning. You just put that in. If you have a little girl who goes swimming a lot, put the leave-in conditioner in her hair before she gets in the pool. Put it up in a bun, let her go swim. When she gets out, it just brushes right out, you guys. Our leave-in conditioner is next level. It's absolutely amazing. Everybody should have it inside of their routine. All right, so step 3, let's talk about stylers. Let me answer this. All right. Stylers, everyone is different. Please ask questions, you guys. Like, what products are you currently using? What are your styling goals? If somebody uses a mousse on their hair and they love using a mousse on their hair, then you're going to want to recommend them a mousse because that's what they're used to using, and then kind of help them branch out into other options. But just kind of find out what works best for them, what they are loving already in their current routine. So start simple and then recommend 1 or 2 stylers that will give them their desired look. Remind them that there is a 30-day money back guarantee every single time, you guys. So, well, I'll get into that. Let's keep going. So let's talk about, oh, sorry, I think my box is in front of. So we have start, volume, and styled. So if somebody has straight hair, I will start with, we have our unknot detangler, our leave-in conditioner, our heat protectant, bond support leave-in, and Rejuva beads. Now, every single time, and then for our curly girl, we'll talk about them. Every single time I recommend product, if somebody uses heat, okay? When I ask the question, if they say yes, that they use heat on their hair, I will recommend a shampoo, I will recommend a conditioner, and I will recommend a heat protectant, usually our blowout cream. So shampoo, conditioner, and blowout cream, those are my go-to. Then I will say, you might need to, in the future, you would really love our volume and lift spray because they want volume in their hair, and our hairspray because you love hairspray, or our volume and lift spray and our mousse because they have, they want more volume in their hair and they have wavy hair. Okay, so whatever I hear from them, then that's what I'm going to recommend. If somebody has damaged hair, once again, if they have damaged hair, if they have breakage anywhere, then I will recommend a shampoo, a conditioner, and our bond support leave-in cream. It's my go-to right now. I love it for so many people. It's like taking the place almost of my blowout cream recommendation just because it's so good for so many hair types. So the bond support leave-in cream is a huge one that I recommend. Then you can recommend, like I said, there's the Rejuva beads. These are all things that you're going to start on your hair with. Then you're going to add what you need for volume, the volume and lift spray. The root lifter, you guys, I recommend the volume and lift spray more than I do the root lifter now, just because it's so lightweight. The root lifter gives more texture to your hair. I feel like I can feel it more around my roots, but I actually like the way the volume and lift spray performs better. And a lot of my girls who need volume in their hair prefer that spray as well. Then we have our dry texturizing spray, which is amazing, you guys, and our hairspray. Those are all products that you can recommend if somebody needs volume. If somebody curls their hair and styles their hair, you can recommend the mousse. You can recommend the gel. I tell everybody that the taffy is like hairspray in a can. So if somebody says, I'm just looking for a paste, or I'm looking for something to help with flyaways and help hold the ends of my curls, get the taffy. They literally just need to touch their finger in it, rub it on their hands, okay? Do this. They can, if their hair is curled, they can do it down the curl of each one, then brush through it. If their hair's straight, just put it like this, brush through it, and it just keeps your hair from being frizzy. It holds your style. The taffy is amazing. And then our hairspray, you guys, the hairspray is my #1 favorite product. Tell everybody I was a hairspray fiend. I use only I would pay like $2 for my shampoo, but I would spend $40 on my hairspray because I wanted the nice stuff. And whenever I use Monat's, I love it. And I love our Flexi stronghold hairspray because I like the fact that I can do stronghold or I can turn the knob and make it soft hold. It's amazing. You need to tell people about that feature, you guys. Stronghold, light hold, and then it turns off for when you're traveling. Show people how the hairspray works. Our Glossy Shine is a great finish to any style, but you guys, if somebody has oily hair, they have oily hair, make sure you tell them, start with a tiny bit, okay? So just do a tiny bit on your hair or spray it in your hands, rub it together, and then just do it down your hair strands. When I first got the Glossy Shine spray, I sprayed that bad boy all over my hair and I had more oily hair to begin with. And I was like, whoa, it feels like I just sprayed Rejuvenique oil all over my hair. And so start with a little bit. If you are curly, this is where it gets really hard, you guys, because like every girl that every curly girl that I talked with had a different curly girl routine, every single one. So I had to kind of like look at them all on paper and break it down. This is how it goes. Okay. So they're going to wash with their shampoo and conditioner. I don't have mask included in our recommendation, you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it until after I had everything done up. But the masks are great, especially for curly girls, especially if somebody has like a specific issue with their hair, then you can recommend a mask for them. So for curly girls, I would say I recommend the shampoo and conditioner. If they get a mask, like if it's on sale, then do the mask with it. That's great. Then whenever they get out of the shower, okay, while their hair is still wet, they're going to want to use the leave-in conditioner, the bond support leave-in cream, or an air dry cream. So they're going to want to use some kind of cream in their hair that's helping add that extra hydration. It's helping add that extra moisture to their hair. Then after that, they're going to add their stylers, okay? So the curl defining cream. If you use the curl defining cream, you see the little asterisk there with water. So every single one of the curly girls has said, don't just put it straight on your hair. Your hair needs to be super wet, and then put it in your hand and maybe even add a little bit of water to it and then use it up in your hair. Every single one of our curly girls loves the gel. So the gel, I feel like, is you can't go wrong with it if somebody is curly. The taffy is amazing. And then the mousse gives that extra bounce kind of at the end. So the curl defining cream, I feel like from what everybody said, is maybe a little bit heavier, but it's going to give you more of a defined curl. And then you can even put the mousse on afterwards, and the mousse is going to help give you more of a bouncy, more volume with your curl. If using heat on their hair, I would recommend the blowout cream. Application is important. That's what a lot of people have said. So praying hands for applying their product. And then after it's like dry, then using their hands to scrunch it for breaking the cast. Okay. So I am not a curly girl expert because I do not have curly hair, but there are a bazillion girls on Instagram who use Monat products that you can go watch all of their videos. Rachel Ballinger, who's here on our team, you can go watch all of her stuff. That curly girl Monica has a ton of stuff. So just go search and send them videos. Here's a video of the products I'm recommending and all of that kind of stuff. With someone who's curly, they know that they have to invest in the products. They have to try them out, and then remind them once again, if you don't love the way that the gel works on your hair, then we can return it, get your money back, and send you another product that you're going to love. All right, so must have. Products change from person to person, but there are several must haves that everyone can use. Okay, you can never basically go wrong recommending these. Our Rejuvenique oil. Every single person needs to use our Rejuvenique oil, whether their hair is oily, dry, thick, thin, curly, straight. It doesn't matter. Our Rejuvenique oil is going to be perfect for them. Our leave-in conditioner. It's amazing. Even if they're not using it every time, even if they have oily hair, as their hair gets longer or grows out, then sometimes your ends are going to get dry. The leave-in conditioner is amazing. Our Rejuva Beads Split and Mender It's a fantastic one. A heat protectant. If they use heat on their hair, then recommend a heat protectant. And you guys, the difference in our heat protectants, I'll touch on that really quick. Our blowout cream is for just somebody who basically uses a light, low heat on their hair. So if you blow dry your hair and you like that nice blowout look, then use the blow dry cream. If somebody uses a ton of heat, like I'm talking about tons of heat on their hair with their straightener or whatever, then recommend the thermal protect shield, the thermal shield, because it protects your hair up to like 450 degrees. If somebody has really fine, delicate hair, then I recommend the heat protectant spray because it's not going to weigh their hair down. And you can also use the spray several days in a row. And so if you're going a long time between washing, but you're still using heat, then I would grab the spray to help with that. All right, the hairspray is amazing for everybody, even if their style is just straight hair and they never do anything with it. The hairspray is going to help with frizz. If they have curly hair, the hairspray is going to help with frizz. The hairspray is fantastic. So the Bond Support leave-in cream, I already talked about that, you guys, why it's my favorite. And then our dry shampoo. Our dry shampoo is amazing. If somebody has curly hair, they might not love the dry shampoo, but everybody else is going to love our dry shampoo. I never used dry shampoo ever. Like I hated dry shampoo before I started with Monat, because I was like, if my hair needs to get washed, I'm just going to wash my hair. I'm not going to use dry shampoo. But you guys, Monat healed my hair so much that it was like, okay, my roots are just a little bit oily, but the rest of my hair is great, which it never was before. So I just use a little bit of our dry shampoo, and it doesn't leave a nasty film on your head. It just makes your hair feel fantastic. So those are our must-haves. Step 5, send your recommendation. Okay, you definitely need the volume shampoo, the volume conditioner, and blowout cream heat protectant. Eventually, you will want the volume and lift spray and the oil. But if you want to start off small, the above 3 are a great way to start. This is all in our VIP script, you guys, of how to chat with people and how to send recommendations, how to send them a cart and all like that. So it's super easy. Send them your recommendation. Remember, ask a lot of questions. Use our hair quiz template and ask additional questions if needed. Recommend a shampoo, conditioner, thick or thin, oily or dry. Those are a must. And then go on to curly or straight. Add a heat protectant or styler. Always start out with the blowout cream and then recommend something else and probably the oil. Keep it simple. A confused mind will run the other way. So be confident, keep it simple, and reach out to your upline if necessary. And that is, how do I escape? There we go. That is the end of my presentation. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. I know it's a lot of information. It's a lot longer than my last video, but it also had a lot more products in it, our stylers, and then our additional shampoos and conditioners. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, once again, then message me and let me know. Otherwise, I hope this is a blessing to so many of you. I had a lot of fun making it. So I'll talk with you guys around. Have a great day. See you later.